picked your brother number 29.
That was the best strumming I've done in a while.
That's pretty good.
I noticed
Solid.
I noticed the one I did with Chance from Act Social. I screwed it up bad.
I remember it not sounding right.
It sounded awful. What in the world?
What kind of adjustment did you just find?
It's got too many buttons on it.
Yeah, a lot of adjustment in these.
What's up?
Lumbar support, lean back.
What's up with everybody?
Go out, go in, front, back.
Up, down, left, right.
About everywhere a mouse can go, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, this show's went off the rails.
It really has.
Past 2 weeks.
We talked about nothing the past 2 weeks, dude. We sat here for 20 minutes trying to figure out what to talk about.
And we still don't have nothing.
Last week we did the same thing where we sat down and we're like, how can we have a hook? I don't know, man. I got a tackle box somewhere. We can find one.
Oh my gosh.
That's good. We're having fun. That's what matters.
That is what matters. Sitting down and hanging out for an hour a week, and hopefully you guys enjoy listening to us talk about whatever we figure out here to talk about. Yesterday, I went and got to talk to the football team.
Oh, I was going to ask you how that was.
That was nice. So me and Kevin, we went to the high school yesterday, and that was a fun experience because Kevin's never been to school without like it actually being school.
Yeah.
So he's like, man, this is crazy. Like, I just feel weird being here right now. He's like, what's that room? What's this room? Where's this go? I'm like, have you like not been here? He's like, yeah, I just stick to my schedule though. I don't get to walk around like and explore.
They don't like skip class and explore ever?
No.
Man.
But there was some names on the doors. I'm like, who is this person? I've never heard of this person in my life. The teachers are all new and all this stuff, and even some of the kids on the football team, I'm like, I've never seen you in my life, and it's so weird.
Yeah.
Being around them and not knowing who they are, because I used to know all of them, but I've just been out of it for too long. But we showed up yesterday and set up in the cafeteria, and the ladies at church, they made them sandwiches, and so many sandwiches, so many ham sandwiches.
A lot of Gatorade.
Bags of chips. I've never seen so many Gatorades in my life. They must have bought the whole
Costco's empty.
Either Costco or Sam's Club, wherever they go. There's no more Gatorade there. There were so many Gatorades. We filled up a cooler and still had 5 crates of them.
It's crazy.
It was nuts. Like, it was a huge cooler too, but like 120-gallon cooler. I think it was 120 gallons.
It's a big old cooler, Gabe.
Yeah, it's a huge cooler.
I mean, I'm thinking of a 1-gallon jug. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the width of this thing.
It's awesome.
It's not this tall, but it's probably about half this and the width of this. Like the same.
That is a big
dimensions.
cooler.
It's huge. But they filled that up. We filled that up with Gatorade, put ice in it. It probably weighed 75 pounds, maybe more. I'm surprised the handles didn't break. But no, it was more than 75 pounds. I guarantee it.
Guarantee it.
Guarantee it.
Guarantee
But
it.
anyways, I went there and I talked to them about a real good topic that you want to hear about before a football game. Love. They ended up getting beat, so hopefully it wasn't because of me. But anyways,
I don't think so.
I talked to them about kind of the fruit of the spirit a little bit. Went in on that and how love works hard and love is sacrifice. You know, and kind of related it to the fruits of the spirit about how these are characteristics that you guys should be having. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These are characteristics that you should be constantly producing. We've talked about it on here before in pretty good depth. But this is a pen because it is a pen, you know. We've talked about it in decent depth before, but just kind of hit on that. I should have hit my points better on how love works hard and love is sacrifice. I wish I hit that harder than I did. And I wish I told the gospel story a little bit better than I did, but it is what it is. I hope somebody got something out of it. It's like I'd ask them questions. I'm like, I said, how does your love for football translate into how you play? So if I was going to ask you that, what would you say?
Oh, nah, man, I don't know. I haven't played in forever, man.
Well, how does your love for whatever you're doing translate into what you put into it?
If I love what I do, then I'm going to care about it.
And you're going to work hard at it,
yeah.
right? That was the answer I was looking for.
Yeah,
and everyone just stared at me like. Then I just stared right back at him. Then Zeke finally said, well, you play hard. I'm like, there you go. It's easy. It's an easy answer. Then I also asked another question like that, and everyone just stared at me. I'm like, come on, guys. We're better than this. These are easy questions I'm asking right now. We're better than this. But then, especially there at the end, because I threw in John 3:16, for God so
loved the world.
Loved the world. And everyone just stared at me. I'm like, come on, boys. We're better than this. I'm like, that's the Bible verse. Like, that's the one. And everyone's just like, come on, guys. But anyways.
That's good.
But went and talked to them, and we fed them a decent little meal and so many little Debbie cakes. That's probably why they didn't do well in the game. We gave them so many zebra cakes they couldn't function.
As someone that attended the Golden Lions Bowl, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone over there thought we were playing Garrett County. Everyone. And I know that, like I get it. The refs are the first thing you want to blame. But when you're playing Lincoln County at Garrett County, you can't be complaining because the refs might be from Garrett County because you're playing Lincoln County. You're not playing Garrett. You might be in Garrett County, but you're not playing Garrett County. But that was the general consensus, that we were playing Garrett County and that the refs were for Garrett County. It had nothing to do with... Yeah, there's a lot of factors. There always is a lot of factors, you know?
Yeah. But,
it's just funny.
That is funny. There was a lot of people at that game last night. It was the first game played on that new field over at Garrett County. I love their video board. Their video board was cool, and I was up in their press box walking around and seeing just kind of how they did their scoreboard and stuff, and it was interesting. Like watching the PA guy and like his script and stuff, and it gives me ideas for what I need to do. Because Friday we got a game and I'm not prepared. For the PA, I need to get my script down and get the playlist updated. The playlist for the past few years, I think it's a little outdated. That someone gave me, and I think I need to update it and put my own taste to it because. Right now, it's just a bunch of rap songs that I'm like, yeah, they're fine, but we can do a little better, you know?
Yeah.
So I need to update my playlist, find something that helps me play sounds, like, quick, where there's no delay. Need to find something like that on the computer, so that's going to be my goal this week, is getting that stuff down.
Just don't play that song about being in Los Angeles for the Cardigan, you know what I mean? I can't think what it's called. It's
The Cardigan. Have I played it before?
No, they played it last night at Garrett County.
I don't know.
I can't think of who it is.
Los Angeles with the Cardigan.
Yeah.
How's it go?
I had a dream in a cardigan. I don't know. Am I gonna fit in?
Party in the USA.
Yeah, Party in the USA. Yeah. Gosh dang it. I might. I ain't gotta be worried what I was just telling you about.
I'm probably not gonna play.
Yeah, don't
Perry.
play Party in the USA.
Or is that Miley Cyrus?
I don't know, man. I couldn't think of
What
lyrics.
are we talking about?
All I got to was Los Angeles in a cardigan. What are we talking about, Gabe?
I don't know.
This is tough. Oh.
School this week was a little better.
Yeah.
A little better. Monday night, class was longer Monday night, but it still wasn't like overextending long, and it was actually fun topics. Like we were talking about, it's a sport marketing class, and so Dr. Muff, he gave a little lecture about probably last about 30, 40 minutes, and then we got together in groups, and then we kind of did like a Shark Tank thing where we had to sell to the class our brand, or our thing was we were selling ESPN to the class and why ESPN's a good idea.
Yeah.
As it was 1979. It's like 24/7 sports and that stuff. We had to think of ideas to kind of sell that to the buyers, which was pretty neat. That was a nice class. And that was also day 750 of running. It was Monday night.
Nice.
Oh.
That's an interesting exercise. Mm-hmm. Seeing if you can sell something that's proven to be sellable.
Yeah.
It would suck if you couldn't.
Yeah, there was other people that didn't do as well
Couldn't.
a job.
You know.
There was this one, the sponsor, Coca-Cola being a sponsor for the 1920-something Olympics. And they're like, well, this is why it needs, yeah, but we got out of class, and Monday, I think Mondays are going to be my best day over there, or my favorite days over there.
Yeah.
Because we don't have class, we don't have class this Monday because it's Labor Day. But we're also going to be going like once every other week on Mondays. So we're going to go week on, week off, week on, week off. And even I just think Mondays are going to be the best days over there. Tuesdays, I don't even want to talk about Tuesdays.
We don't got to worry about Tuesdays, man.
Dude, Tuesday nights are going to be awful. And just with the research project that got to do, and just they're making us partner up for it and all this crap. It's just too much for what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah. Talk about some value. Feel like you're getting value?
A little bit.
A little bit.
But Wednesday night, this is what I was going to get to. So, I get over there Wednesday was an odd day. I get over there at 9 in the morning because they're having pancakes for everybody. I'm like, yeah, I'll come eat some pancakes. So I got over there, ate some pancakes. I did some work to about 11:30. Then I went to Dick's to go try on some running shoes, and they didn't have my size in any color. They didn't have a 10.5 or an 11 in any of the colors. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I didn't get to do that. So then I just went home and got a haircut, and then came back that night and went to class. And this is what we did in class. So it was Lifetime Wellness, and I think is what the class is called. Something about Lifetime Wellness. So the goal in there for that class is to teach us how to facilitate and how to teach classes about wellness, or how to teach classes about this or that.
Yeah.
And so we went through stations, because, when you're teaching, you want to, if you're teaching little kids in a PE class, whatever, you want to have stations set up so everyone's constantly doing something, which is a good idea in general, and just having that. But she ran us through these stations. One station, we sat down for 15 minutes and solved crossword puzzles and fiddled with Rubik's Cubes. Next station, we went and we walked and counted how many steps are in each stairwell. And then the next station, we went outside and meditated for 15 minutes. Then we had to write down our feelings about our surroundings. Then the next station, we went and had to interview each other about our favorite color, what type of food we like and don't like. Then we had to get together and make a rap song about those feelings. And that was my Wednesday night class that I'm paying $1,800 for.
And your future potential employers are going to require that you have done this. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna look. Are you gonna get on Indeed one day and see a job listing, and a master's degree is preferred or required, and you're going to think back on that Wednesday class. And you're going to think about how your
what is this even about?
Your potential employer wants you to have written a rap song about your feelings. And I know that that's really cherry picking.
Yeah.
Because, you know, for that class, how many classes have you had where you've actually done, like, productive stuff?
Well, this is only the second class we've had.
No, I mean total. Just throughout college.
Yeah.
And so I understand that I'm cherry picking there, but
it's such an it's such an odd experience though, because Tuesday night you sit there and you're just grinding out these stuff, and she's just saying words that I've never heard before about different types of research that makes no sense to me, and everyone's staring around at each other like clueless and have no clue what's going on. And you're asking questions to your neighbors like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And they're like, "I don't know,
buddy. I'm just trying to make a day 45."
and we're sitting around staring at each other. Wednesday night, we go and play with Rubik's Cubes, and we get to make raps about our feelings. I'm like, what is college even about?
I am really sad. Yeah, this class cost me money. Yeah.
I'm like, what is this even about? You know? And everyone's just kind of looking at each other. I'm like, what are we doing? Like these two football players come out just having a hard practice. And they come and sit down, and they're worn out. And they're like, all right, guys, let's walk up and down steps and count how many steps we have. And they're looking at you. Oh, my gosh.
You want me to go outside and meditate? Okay.
It's just such a wild experience. But, yeah, it's crazy.
Certainly different.
It's absolutely crazy.
I just don't. I keep coming back like that. Your future potential employers want you to have gone through this to prove that you can perform a task.
Yeah, but like, I can understand the point behind it because you're wanting to show that stations are, if you're teaching or facilitating a class, you can use stations for literally anything from. Like if you're presenting a conference, you know, this station, you can talk about one topic, this station another topic. Then at the end, you wrap it all up and put all the stations together and all the topics together and present that as a whole, then everyone understands it better. Which I understand that point of it. Yes. Which if you're teaching that, it makes sense to me how she was just showing that stations can be a good point and a good tool of learning. But that's fine. And all, but then we went through it. And I'm like, we're solving crossword
to sit down a bunch of grown adults and have them go through those stations and write a rap song about their feelings.
I mean, it was fun. Like it was fun, but then you also got to think, I could have had fun playing PlayStation at the house tonight. You know,
like. You could have explained to me how good stations were, and I could have went home.
Yeah. Or I could have went and got food.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
It's such an interesting way of life at Eastern Kentucky University.
Yeah. I was in Nicholasville this morning. Met some guys that are currently at UK. And I don't think they were in a frat, but same vibe, you know. And I was like, yeah, I remember why I didn't want to be at school now. So hopefully they're not going to watch this.
I was talking we had our flag football practice Thursday night. We went to El Ranch afterwards, and we were all kind of talking about school and how people's wanting to join sororities and stuff and frats and all this stuff, and we're kind of talking about it. I'm like, well, if you're in one of them, fine, but like, just go to school, go to class, go home. That was just kind of all of our attitudes around it. It's like, just go to class and go home, go to work, go home. Like, I guess it's for some people, I will say that. But just for me, it just seems like the whole college experience is just not for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
that's another thing too, is like some people you'll talk to, like from personal experience, you're like, I'd quit going to school so I could work.
Yeah.
But what about the college experience? Like, sure, like if you want me to go get drunk in Richmond, Kentucky, like if that's vital for my life, then I'll figure it out one day, and if I have to go do that one day, I'll go do that one day. Like, but right now, I'd rather like do anything than sit in the what's the place called, Cookout.
Yeah.
I'd rather not sit in the Cookout parking lot drunk. It's just
Yeah.
I don't get like why. I don't know why that's appealing.
I don't either.
Like I don't understand how people are like, you're gonna miss out on waking up in a frat house that you don't really recognize. I'm like, oh man, I don't think I'm gonna miss out on it.
It's
that may not be the college experience that they're talking about.
Yeah.
But like that kind of seems like what they're getting at is the recklessness and being wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never saw the appeal in it. The college experience that I've got is that you go to 2 classes a day, then you go to Dan's discount gun and pawn with Noah Lutz and walk around and look at the video games and go home after we eat Zaxby's. That's
crazy.
That's my college experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Semester was like a movie. Like when you turn off. No, man.
No, I'd show up to class at...
I bet Noah does like Dan's discount and pawn, man. I bet he does.
No.
Does he look at the guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd look at the guns. But this was my college experience one semester. Show up to the rec at 10 o'clock. Run.
Bad time to go.
Huh?
Bad time to go.
Good time. 10 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
Every
well,
time
at least
I've
upstairs.
gone.
Upstairs,
yeah, upstairs
is
is fine. Downstairs sucked.
I'd go up there at 10 a.m. I'd run 20 laps around the track, 2 miles. Go lift for about 30 minutes. Go to class. After class, I'd go eat with Noah Lutz, either at Case or we go to Zaxby's or whatever. Then we drive around, go to GameStop or go to Dick's or just whatever, and just hang out for a little bit until his class started at 1.
Yeah.
Then I'd take him back, then I'd go home. That was my college experience for like, I'd say at least 50%.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
It was a good time. And now my college experience is, oh, here's the Combs building. You get to go sit in there for 8 hours. Have fun. So,
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is kind of bleeding into one of my topics on accident.
Mm-hmm.
You are what you eat. You are what you eat, and you kind of transpose that over whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And how you spend your days is how you spend your life. 'Cause you spend 12 hours of your day at work. Like, just a hypothetical, you know.
Yeah.
No matter what else you did in that day, it's going to feel like you just worked.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's a lot of little things that happen throughout your day that even looking back over a month, you've just forgotten. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And then, have you ever, like, really tried to think? It's probably easier for you because you do so much different stuff. Have you ever sat down and really tried to think, like, what all have I done the last 3 months? For you, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Because you've GA, class, church,
Mm-hmm.
Bambinos, like, just all kinds of stuff. But, I sit down and I try to think, and I feel like a lot of people can kind of sympathize with this. If if I sit down and I try to think of what I've done over the last 3 months or month, I'll say month because like a little over 3 months ago I got married, but over the last month I'm like I worked. Yeah, I worked.
Yeah.
Like that's really. I don't know, man. I don't want to end up regretting how I've spent my days. Which is how I will have spent my life.
Yeah.
Because if the only thing that I have to show for at the end of August is that in August I worked. You know, what do I really have to show for? And then I start thinking, am I looking too much at the big picture? Do I need to just accept and enjoy little moments more? Or am I not worried enough about the big picture and my overall trajectory? I know I just kind of dumped that whole topic in like a minute, which sucks because now what do I talk about?
No, that is interesting though. About worrying about,
Maybe I just worry too freaking much, Gabe.
Maybe. I wouldn't say that, but because if you do think about it, it's like the past 2 weeks. I can look at it the past 2 weeks. I just feel like I've been at school all week long. But I've only been there 3 days a week, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know.
And I'm not trying to. I don't want it to sound like I'm just complaining about my last month, because I've had a good month. It's been a good August.
Yeah.
You know. But like, I feel like I keep getting to the end of periods of time, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. I didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah.
And I can't tell if that's impatience or if it's a sign. I don't know. It's hard to say right now.
The accomplishment, I can kind of relate to that a little bit because it feels like you do things all the time. Like even when I graduated last year or in May.
Yeah.
Like that's a big time accomplishment for a lot of people. But for me, it just felt like something that everyone does.
Yeah.
You know, like even when you graduated high school, it's like, oh, congratulations. I'm like, what? I showed up to school.
Yeah, people were having parties for graduating high school.
I showed up to work for
every
day. Like
so many people were like, "You're not gonna have a party." I'm like, "No." Like everyone else in this town did this thing.
They did the same exact thing.
Which, like, celebrating's fine. I don't know, man.
It just didn't feel like it's that big of an accomplishment for me, even graduating high school and even graduating college, because it just felt like something that everyone does, you know, that everyone around me does. And then you surround yourself with all these people that are graduate students like yourself, and everyone's doing the same thing. So it doesn't feel like your accomplishment is as big, you know, as it actually is. But then you turn around with, like, for me with the running stuff, it's like I finished that marathon and like that was probably my biggest accomplishment, probably top 5 in my life, I'd say, for me. But then that felt like such a grand accomplishment, but it only lasted for like 2 days, you know, because like I didn't throw a party for it. I got a couple Instagram comments saying congratulations, but like, you know, I didn't get any like phone calls from the president or nothing. Wow, congratulations. But like, or in the newspaper or anything. But you make the dean's list at EKU and you get put on in the newspaper, you know? And it's like, I feel like there's certain things in my life that I'm more proud of that don't get the recognition as other things in my life that everyone else does, but does get recognition. Does that make sense?
Say that again.
So there's some aspects in my life that get recognition that I'm not as proud of as other things in my life that I'm more proud of.
That you're proud of.
That
yourself.
I'm proud of myself that doesn't get recognition.
Yes.
Because like you'll make it in the newspaper for making the dean's list, and Mom always sends me a picture of it. I'm like, yeah, there's 85 million other names on this too. Like it's not that special, you know. Or you, like the other day, it's like, oh, here's the Estill County graduates. Well, there's 85 million other names on that list as well, you know. But there's other things in my life, like for instance that marathon or running 750 days in a row. You know, I feel like I'm very proud of that and how that I've been able to stay consistent in that. And hopefully we go do well in this half marathon, and we'll be proud in that aspect too of that work that we've done there. But it probably won't get the recognition that, you know, we feel like it deserves, you know, for the amount of work that we've put into it. So but when you also go look back, like you were talking about earlier, look back in the past month, what have you accomplished? You know, for me, I mean, the 750 days was neat, but that's a whole year's work, or that's a whole two years work of it. So, but even for that accomplishment for me lasted 45 minutes, you know. It's like, I just feel like we need to do a better job celebrating the little things like that. I mean, that's a pretty big thing for me, but I didn't celebrate it. I'm like, all right, tomorrow's 751, you know. So it's kind of, I guess it's kind of easy to get down on yourself when you think of it that way, because that was a late run for me that night. It was after class, and like no one else is doing the same thing as me there, so there's no one else around me willing to celebrate it, you know. So when you look at it that way, it just seems like everything you do is just another thing, you know. Like you're going to work, that's just another day of work, you know. Me going to school, that's just the next progression. So those, I feel like we don't, kind of as a society or as a community anyways, maybe as a community, that could be the kind of community that we're in. We don't celebrate things unless you win a district championship. You ride around the courthouse, you know. But like, how often do you see people celebrating things in town, you know, or just having celebrations in general? I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not often.
Not often.
We don't put up many district championships around here.
Well, you're doing baseball and
Yeah.
softball and basketball, but
It's just not.
it's an interesting topics to think about. I think we need to do a better job celebrating ourselves.
We just dogged on celebrating high school. We came full circle. Like, yeah, we need to celebrate more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's tough. Because you don't want to break your arm patting yourself on the back.
Yeah.
But then again, like running for 750 days should have definitely been celebrated more than it was.
Yeah. Maybe that goes to building people around you that are willing to celebrate you more. That could be something too. Because sometimes I know for me, it's like we'll do something, or someone around me will do something cool, and maybe sometimes I'll get jealous of it and not want to celebrate that for them, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes that happens. I don't know. I feel like just as people, I think that goes along with the whole name be good to your brother,
Mm-hmm.
you know, go and celebrate your friends and celebrate the people around you more. I don't know. That's
Maybe
interesting.
we need to be a little more intentional about what we're celebrating.
Yeah.
Maybe it shouldn't. Maybe we over-celebrate broad milestones.
Yeah.
And we under-celebrate personal development.
Write that down.
Write this crap down.
That's good.
That's the best thing I've ever said.
Celebrate broad milestones, but don't celebrate personal development.
Like, I've never seen. Well, that's not really fair to say, but like we didn't do anything. I mean, I was in North Carolina. We didn't party or anything. Like we didn't have a cookout or something to celebrate.
Yeah.
Your killer marathon time. Which now I feel guilty for. Dang it. but like, I remember going to your house for, you kind of had a joint graduation party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember going to that. And I remember you like completely not even wanting to be there.
The only reason I was there is because a bunch of people in my family were giving me cards, and those cards happen to have a lot of money in them.
There you go.
So that's why you throw a graduation party. It's because a bunch of old people give you money. But that's what we're going to do. September 20th, we're celebrating this half marathon, all right?
Well,
Wherever it's at.
I'm going to be double celebrating.
Well, it's your birthday, too.
Because I don't want to celebrate too hard for my birthday and then, like, be poorly
equipped for the
half marathon. So I'm going to compensate post half marathon.
There you go.
Unless I'm just wore out, which will probably be the case. So, man, I don't know. Personal development's funny because I don't even have anything that I personally develop right now that I care enough to celebrate.
Yeah. For me neither.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Am I doing anything?
I guess this, we can celebrate this. But, like, we got to kind of wait till we at least hit 100 subscribers, you know? We're at 86 right now.
Let's go. 14 people come through in a big way.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
And people are not going to, like, people are going to stop listening because we're just depressed.
I know, the past 2 weeks we've been down.
It doesn't even...
Does that reflect on the way that we've kind of been living our lives here recently?
So I don't even feel down. Most of the time. Most of the time, I don't even feel... I can't say that in full confidence, like, ever. But most of the time I think about this stuff, my mind's always running.
Yeah.
And I'll think about this stuff, like, so in depth internally that I can't really express it externally. And I don't even feel negatively about it, really. But then if I sit there and I really think about the things that I'm thinking and telling myself, like, if I heard that come from someone else, I'd probably check on that person a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm fishing now, and I'm not. It's weird that I don't know. It's like nothing's got meaning, but I care so much about everything.
Yeah. You know, I think I kind of bring a little bit of that to it, because, like, with the meaning thing, it's like with school and stuff, and just kind of building up to it. Like, what am I doing? Like, I know eventually if I stick through it, it's going to be worth it, hopefully. But I just feel like there's better ways to be spending my days, you know? But I don't know what those better ways are.
Exactly. It's like, should I just give up on responsibilities and go see all the national parks? Because I'd probably be thrilled with that. You know? But I'd also like to be able to buy food for my wife. Like you kind of got to do that too.
Yeah.
And my parents are gonna freak out when they listen to that. May block them from watching this. I don't know, man. It's just a lot to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Are
we having a quarter life crisis right now?
I feel like I've been in a quarter life crisis since I was 12. Dude, I don't. Maybe I was sitting there. I was thinking about this the other day. This is gonna sound dumb. People born in 2000 turn 25 this year.
Yeah.
I'm like, duh. 2000 plus 25 is 2025, the year we're in. Sure. But then I was like, well, wait a minute. That means I turned 21 this year. And it feels like a few days ago, I was like driving my mom's car up the driveway wishing I could just drive on the real road.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't because I didn't have a little piece of plastic that says I could.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about, like, man, I want to be able to go, like, buy a beer at Texas Roadhouse. You know, we may cut that out. I don't know. My bad. My bad, man. Like, I've spent so much time looking forward to getting older, and now I'm older, and it
doesn't feel as great as you imagined
doesn't
it
even
to be.
Yeah.
It just feels normal.
It feels normal, and I don't want to end up. I want to be 80 and just be like, yeah, I sat on this hill for 80 years.
Yeah.
Oh, man, maybe I should, like, call someone. Maybe okay.
We can't be the only ones having these thoughts. If anyone's listening right now,
nobody is.
Nobody's listening.
Nobody's listening.
But if anybody's listening, put a comment and tell us we're not the only ones, please.
Please. Like, can you sympathize with any of this? Like, actually?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The button's not even turned on.
Everything's falling apart, man.
Because, just I oftentimes think it's like, just got to get to this next point of my life, get to the next point of the life, and you'll just go off and be flourished and all this stuff. But it just seems like it's just staying the same. And
then you get to these points in your life where you were excited to get to, and you're just relieved
that you're there.
That you're there.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's kind of a letdown.
I know it.
We talked about this last week, how, like, so many people just seem to be hopeless.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm hopeless necessarily, but, like, I'm not far. You know what I mean? Like, Jimmy was talking to me earlier. I was talking about whenever I get my own place and move out of here. And he's like, when do you want to do that? And I was like, whenever it's possible, I'm not buying a house right now.
Yeah.
I can afford a house, but I can't afford anything else.
Yeah.
If I go buy a house, I got to, like, sell everything and not eat.
Yeah.
Or turn the lights on in said house, or run water in said house, or heat or cool said house. Like, I can't do any of it if I go buy a house. It's like you see all these people on social media, and they're like, "Yep, we're living in a camper on my parents' land." Which, like, I'm not talking bad about that at all. But it's just it's sad that we've been left with, I don't want to say the economy, because so many people say the economy and they have no freaking clue what they're talking about. But we've been left with this reality where you get online and you see somebody living at their parents' property in a camper, and you're like, man, that's good for them.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to like, I don't know. It just, people used to be able to have, like, if you were a mechanic, then, like, well respected, you made good money, you had plenty, like, you were able to take care of yourself, your family. Like, it just, and maybe I'm looking at that like grass is greener on the other side. But it really doesn't seem like it, because all those people were, like, buying houses and building companies that kind of killed everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it just feels like there's not...
It feels like there's an overwhelming amount of opportunity, but nowhere to go with it.
And no one's telling you how to get to that.
Like, and really nobody should be telling you.
Yeah, I guess,
know?
But
It's just, there's a lot of BS out there.
yeah.
Like, a lot of people promise freedom and sell you their course.
That's what we need to start doing. We need to start selling course.
You can be sad just like us. I don't know, man.
For just $49.99 a month.
How would...
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry we've been depressed the past 2 weeks. And I don't even know what's bringing it on. I guess it's just the season changing. I don't know,
brother.
But,
just August.
Yeah. We got back from Colorado and it went all downhill.
I just feel like my inputs are not matching the outputs. God, I sound like a victim now. Like, you know? You know what I mean?
The inputs aren't matching the outputs.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm putting in
a lot more.
A lot of care and effort, and I'm not getting a lot out.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of the opposite. I think my inputs are matching my outputs, but I'm not putting a lot into it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of my go of things here.
Well, I mean, I can also agree with that.
Yeah.
Because I can afford this place, and I'm so blessed, and I have so many good things to be grateful for. That, like, and I don't believe in the self-made man. Like, I've got all these things that I'm able to do because of what I do. And I'm grateful for that. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm overblessed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it feels like the actual work that I am doing isn't. I don't know. It's a weird.
I feel like sometimes the stuff I'm doing isn't as important as it needs to be.
Yeah.
And so then I don't put that effort into it
Yeah.
as something that is really important, you know? Then I think it also goes back to the point of just if you're going to do something and there's no, like, acknowledgement of it, then what's the point of doing it well? But I'm not saying that you need to do something for other people to acknowledge you. I'm not saying that at all, but I don't know.
But at the same time, if I can get 80% of the output from 20% of the input, then why would I give 100 to get 100?
Yeah. Yeah, because I might be telling on myself right now, but like when I'm grading these papers and stuff, like I read through it, I'm like, that's good, yeah. I'm like, somebody probably put like an hour and a half of work into it, and I'm looking at it for 2 minutes, maybe. That's good, 100%. You know, like that guy probably put a lot of effort into it, and I barely put any effort into it looking at it.
Mm.
You know, so then other times, like this guy might have not put any effort into it. But then I look at it, I'm like, well, I can see you haven't put any effort into it, but it still meets all the requirements. So here's still a good grade.
Yeah.
You know, so, and that, I feel like with my work, schoolwork anyways, I kind of do the same thing. It's like I just go and try to find the answers for something and write it down, and to meet the requirements, I don't go above and beyond because there's no point in going above and beyond because you're still going to get a good grade on it.
Yeah.
You know? So, and just those aspects in life, it just kind of feels like, why are you doing it? You know, well, what's the point in putting a lot of effort into something when you're still going to get a good output anyways? And I guess that's kind of the environment or society we've kind of gone away from, because if you look back in the day, if you're farming and growing corn, you know, if you don't go put out a lot of corn, you're going to starve. Like if you don't go put out a lot of effort into something, you're going to be hungry and it's going to show.
Everything had more purpose.
Yeah.
I
Now,
feel like with social media and like just so many other factors,
yeah,
everything's just losing its purpose.
yeah,
The good thing is, though, is I feel like a lot of people are seeing this, a lot of youthful people, and I feel like they're turning to God.
mm-hmm.
Like I see a lot of it.
Yeah.
Which is great. But I don't know. I don't know what that means, you know?
Yeah. But then it's just so odd. It's an odd point in our lives, I guess. That I'm sure, again, please leave a comment if you're feeling the same way as we are, so we know we ain't alone. I'm sure we're not the only ones feeling this way. Like, there's got to be other people, you know, and we're just only two goofballs willing to talk about it.
Podcast equipment needs to be more expensive.
It does. It does.
I should have to pay a lot of money to put my opinion on the internet.
But I don't know. I don't know. Well, Kentucky's winning 7-0 in the first quarter.
Mason's playing football right now, and I'm not freaking there, man.
Yeah.
He's probably, he might be done by now.
So he got a game today?
Yeah, he's JV game today.
Had a game last night.
He dressed for varsity last night.
Did he play the whole game last night?
He didn't get any reps last night.
Oh, okay.
But he dressed.
Okay.
He was one of the 4 freshmen that dressed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. But, yeah. Why'd they have a game so early? Like 8 in the morning?
Yeah, that is an early game. It was, I don't know.
It's 12 right now there.
No.
Well, it's 11:36, but
Yeah. 11:30.
yeah.
That's why he's probably done by now. JV game probably started at 10 their time.
Yeah, maybe.
It's pretty early. But like that's really important to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I can't even say that, because really I am. Like I hate saying I don't have time for stuff.
Yeah.
Because I do. I know I do. But there's a lot of things that I feel like aren't worth my time to put toward. Because if you're doing so many things and you're putting such little time into so many different things, and you're not really moving far. I mean, you're still moving, which is good. I don't know, man. I feel like I can't even, realistically, I can't make that a priority of my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think another thing is, this might be kind of a different topic, but I just kind of had this thought. Back when we played football, when we were a part of a team, whatever sport it was, we worked all week long for Friday night. And that payout wasn't money. It wasn't a paycheck. It was an experience.
Yeah.
It was an experience to go play on a football field on Friday nights under the lights. And we worked all week long to be able, for our coaches to be able to put us out on that field. Now we're to the point we work all week long. Here's money. You're not getting an experience out of it. So that might be something that we're doing all this work and the outcome isn't an experience. So it's harder to get excited about and harder to feel the payout for it. Does that make any sense?
Yes, definitely.
Because experiences are so much better than, in my opinion, than just getting money. But I guess with money you can buy experiences. But it's just 2 weekends ago when I went to Chicago, that was an experience, and that was it made that 6-hour drive worth it to get there, But it's just now we're just working for money,
Yeah.
I got paid today, and it wasn't even no one even handed me a check. It was just a direct deposit.
It just happened.
It was just I opened the app on the phone. Oh, there it is. That's nice.
I wake up on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And I have a little notification on my phone that says a deposit is available. And number.
Yeah. And so there's
almost really screwed up. I would have had to figure out the other 12.
But it was you're not getting an experience from your hard work anymore.
Yeah.
So.
And with that, most people don't even like what they do for work.
Mm-hmm.
Because how often is the process more valuable than the payoff of the process?
Mm-hmm.
I think about this all the time. My wedding was great. I think it was beautiful. Best day of my life.
Mm-hmm.
The fun part was getting stuff set up.
Mm-hmm.
The act of getting to that moment.
Yeah.
At the venue with our closest friends, our family there, setting stuff up, farmer making pancakes, all those memories. Me butchering that thing to put the cross in.
Yeah.
Just completely screwing that up, but saving it so it was good enough to be in the wedding. Last minute, us going to Walmart for belts, really last minute. All that stuff made the day. Those are the things I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I remember the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
But how often you get to the end of stuff and you're like, man, I really remember the process.
Yeah.
I really valued the process. It was stressful and difficult at the time.
Yeah.
But that's the part that I really appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't really appreciate what you're doing throughout the week to earn your wage, then you've just got freaking numbers in an app on your phone that mean nothing. They're backed by literally nothing. That number is nothing.
Yeah.
I could get on my phone. I couldn't do it, but somebody could probably get on my phone and make that number 0.
Yeah.
And they didn't take anything from me.
Yeah.
Nothing real was taken.
Yeah.
We tried to make everything mean more and make everything we tried to intensify everything, and we stripped everything of its purpose and meaning.
Mm-hmm.
We have robot games now, and the Rizbot in Houston or something, and it just walks around flipping people off. What are we doing, man? What have we gotten to?
We need to build a time machine and go back to the 50s.
Screw the 50s, brother.
Maybe the 40s.
I'm taking a lot of insulin with, and I'm just robbing Tandem and Dexcom blind. I'm taking all the diabetic supplies, and we're going way back. And maybe General Electric. I may take some appliances with me.
Get a generator.
Generator. I don't know how I'm going to get this truck and trailer into a time machine, but I'm going to figure it out. They'd probably just stone me. Somebody would just...
You show up with the truck, they're like, what is it?
We should kill him really quickly. I want to make more jokes, but I can't. Yeah, man. I don't think we figured anything out today. I think our parents are going to be really worried about us whenever they watch this.
No, I think what we're doing, we're setting up in a couple episodes down the line when we finally find the answer. We're going back, whoa.
Yeah.
I think this is what we're doing. A couple episodes might be episode 50. Who knows? But down the line, that was almost the name of this podcast.
Down the line.
That was one of them. Down the line, we're going to have an answer, hopefully. But anyways. Anywho.
Anyway, Acts 5.
Yeah, let's
talk about this a little bit. We can talk about something else that I don't really understand in my study of Acts. And I read the first part of Acts chapter 5. In Acts chapter 5, there's some more backstory. In Acts chapter 4, Paul's writing to us about how the people in Jerusalem are just on fire for God, and they're listening to the 12 apostles talk about the life of Jesus. And the leaders of the area keep being like, yeah, you guys shouldn't be talking about Jesus. Because, we killed him. Like,
yeah.
We're trying to cover that whole thing up. Because we're realizing now that he's the real Messiah, but we're human, and we're trying to cover that up. But they're like, no, and they keep doing it. And then people are like, wow, they didn't, just give up. Like, their guy died and came back to life. That probably means something. So they're just giving them their money. They're selling their land. They're taking their money to the apostles. And then this cat, Ananias and Sapphira, got it right. Ananias and Sapphira. Ananias is like, hey, I'm going to sell our land, and we're going to take some of the money for ourselves. And then we'll give the rest to the apostles. We'll lay that at their feet. And we'll just tell them that's everything we got. And then he does that. And then Peter just isn't going to have it. Peter's like, nah, bro, the devil has your heart. That must have sucked to hear.
Yeah.
He's like, the devil has your heart. Why would you do that? Why would you take that money for yourself and lie to me, lie to the Holy Spirit? And then he just died. Ananias just fell over and died. And then Peter was like, yeah, somebody come get him. They buried him. And later Sapphira, she shows up. And I imagine she's like, he left this morning to go give him that money. I wonder what happened. So she shows up. That was my pure speculation. That was not biblical. She shows up, and then Peter's like, yeah, did you know about that? And she's like, yeah, we actually had this much money. And Peter's like, yeah, well, the guys you just walked past at the door buried your husband a minute ago. And then she fell over and she died. And then it just goes on and talks about the apostles healing people. Like that story just, it kind of feels out of place. Like from here to here makes sense, but this little section doesn't.
Yeah.
It just feels out of place, which I shouldn't say because it's the Bible, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm missing something out of it. And we talked about this a little bit, and I understand that the lying to the Holy Spirit. because whenever they lied about that and gave that money to the apostles to help people, they didn't just lie to the people. They lied to the Holy Spirit because it was the Holy Spirit acting through the apostles to bless people. But I still feel like I'm missing something out of it.
Oh, let's look at it.
Take you gander.
Because that's why I full know. So they both knew that there was full knowledge of that they kept a little bit of the money.
Yes.
But they brought the rest and put it at the feet. So I think what their problem is here is that they're lying to Peter, saying, "Hey, this is all we have."
This is everything.
Because everyone else at the time was doing that. I mean, if you read before in chapter 4, it says, all the believers were in one heart and mind. No one claimed that any of their possessions was their own, but they shared everything they had. With the great power, the apostles continued to testify the resurrection of the Lord Jesus, and God's grace was so powerfully at work in all of them. So they were given that there were no needy persons among them. So everyone else around them was given everything they had.
And sharing everything.
And sharing everything they had with the apostles and just with everybody around them. So these guys are wanting to be like everyone else, you know. They're lying. They're saying that we're giving everything as well, just kind of get that clout, kind of not be looked down upon. But they're also wanting to keep some of their money for themselves. So their problem here is not keeping money for themselves. Their problem here is lying about it.
Yeah.
I think, the way I read it. So, and that's what, you know, and you just can't, you know, God knows everything. You know, you can't just show up to the apostles. Right now, the Holy Spirit is literally working through the apostles. You can't just show up to the Holy Spirit. You can't show up to God and say, hey, this is everything I have, when it's really not.
Yeah.
And I think that sets an example for us if we fall or if we go and we do that. And we say, this is everything I have, God, and it's really not. I'm not saying you're going to get struck down and die right there, but, like, good things aren't going to be happening, you know. So that's kind of how I take that story, because it's just you can't fool God. Like, no one can fool God. And if you try to fool God, it ain't gonna work. Like, it's just not gonna work. So that's kind of how I read that. That's a good reminder for us to be like, hey, that was loud. Good reminder for us to be like, God knows it all. You can't fool him.
I did smack the table earlier.
So.
Yeah, that's kind of scary because that's not at all what we got going on right now.
Yeah.
You know, like, a lot of people tithe at their church, but people definitely seem more selfish now.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I'm one of them. So, I don't know.
How we doing on time?
We're doing great on time.
Doing great.
We're like 60-something. But, yeah. If you get anything from this, don't lie to yourselves.
Don't lie to yourself.
Be honest with yourselves. Be honest with God, because he knows it anyways. So, work through your problems, because, as I mentioned at the beginning of this, love works hard and love is sacrifice. So, I guess that's something we could have talked about a little bit, was sacrifice, and how we sacrifice a lot for the people around us and what we do, but at other times we don't sacrifice enough or we could be doing more, you know. So that might be a topic for another day. But love works hard So if you love somebody, work hard for them. Hopefully they'll work hard for you, work hard for God, and be willing to, when those sacrifices come up, be willing to sacrifice some things so you can show good for the people in your lives. So I finished off the talk to the football team with love one another and be good to your brother. Let's go win a football game. So
Nice.
hopefully they do at least 2 of those things. Anywho.
Well, that was good.
You want to pray and wrap this up?
Yeah, I'll let you pray this time.
I was gonna let you pray. I was gonna let you
I
pray.
prayed last time, brother.
But I prayed the time before.
We can start alternating then. How about that?
All right, I'll pray.
All right.
Dear God, thank you for today. Thank you for letting us get together and just kind of talk through some things and kind of some issues we got going on in our lives, and just giving us a platform to share your love and to share your gospel with people. And maybe we can influence somebody listening, and if anyone's going through the same stuff we're going through or similar things that we're going through, just let's be a resource to them, and just let them know that people care about them, people love them. We love you, God. We thank you for everything given to us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, let's wrap it up.
Bang.
All right, guys, we love you.
Jesus loves you.
Be good to your brother.